Yeah. And what we say, New York City.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy BattleTech with a quick first impressions on the Steam controller. I've been playing with this thing for the past, I'd probably say a good 12 hours or so, almost a full day. And yeah, I just want to share some of my thoughts with you guys and you know, let you know what I think about the controller and how it works on different games. Okay, so first thing I want to talk about is how the controller really depends on Steam. It does work outside of Steam, but it's working at a limited capacity because the controller layout and all the customization that comes from Steam and Steam community, other users and things like that. There are limitless possibilities on how you can set this thing up. You can set it up to do soft pulls, hard pulls, so that means that in shooting games you can use one of the triggers. You pull that trigger halfway down to get you got to aim down the sight, and then you can pull it all the way down to get them to fire, or however you want to set it up. You can get real creative with this thing. The haptic feedback on the touch pads and the thumbstick, I don't know what it is, but it adds a little something to the game, or I should say to the controller. It kind of gives it the extra tactile feedback that you really need when you're dealing with that right touchpad, which brings me to the sensitivity and how precise the touchpad is. It's really hard to explain the feeling, but it's kind of like there's every time you move your thumb over the pad, it like clicks to give you like a feedback that you're actually moving. It's really hard to explain, but it's a really good feeling and it works very well. As you can see here, I got a little active aggression playing in the background, and I'm playing it with the controller. No problem at all. I can select units, right click, left click, issue multiple commands, you know, pretty much with ease. Move around the map real fast. I can definitely see myself sitting back on the couch playing an RTS game now, thanks to this controller. First-person shooters. I had a couple people ask me how it performs on first-person shooters. It depends on how much time you have to set the controller up. And what I mean by that is if there isn't a template or anything already set up for the game that you're trying to play, it may take you a little bit of time to get the right stick to work properly. But I got it working. And once it works, it works pretty well. It's still not as accurate as a mouse would be in those type of situations, but it's a real good alternative. Personally, I don't play games, or I don't play first-person shooters with controllers. Anyway, that's, you know, that's a little noobish, but you know, I'm not gonna try to open up that can of worms. But I really recommend, you know, if you want to play a first-person shooter with a controller, don't use a Steam controller, as you know, at this point. Fighters, I played Street Fighter with it. Surprisingly, not bad at all. I really don't have much to say about it. You know, this game doesn't require a second thumbstick or anything like that. So all of the front face button, the top buttons, and even the little rear buttons like you would find on the back of a SCUF controller or something like that, all of those are real responsive. They work very well. Got no complaints out of it. Played a little Rocket League, that worked perfectly. You know, I think what's the company, Psyonix, they even had an official template already on Steam for the Steam controller, so that was pretty cool, and it worked pretty flawlessly. I gotta say. So with that being said, I really like this controller. I'm gonna keep playing with it and make my own templates and things like that. So if I do decide to walk on the dark side and play a first-person shooter with this thing, I'll already have my templates set up, probably share a couple of them with the community, you know, that's going to be a main deciding factor on the playability of this controller is the community. They're really banking on people creating their own templates and sharing them with everybody. And they really made it easy to do that with their controller customization interface. It's really easy to set up any keyboard press, any mouse press, or whatever you want to with this controller, and it's really impressive. But as far as recommending the controller, it really depends. I recommend it if you want to be able to play keyboard and mouse games that don't currently have controller support. If you want to play those type of games, this thing works great. But there are better options out there for games that already have controller support. So, you know, it is what it is. So, all right, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Keep playing with this controller and see what else I can find out about it. But yeah, keep it locked right here to Battletech HD Gaming to get all the latest updates and news and all of that stuff like that when I feel like doing a video. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys. Check me out. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe, all that stuff kids do these days. And remember, let's play more games. Peace.